First things first, Gerald, how are you?
Good. I'm really good. I'm excited for tonight.
Good to hear. So, you also have been busy in the last couple of years, but first I want to go back because after when it's dark out, how did you experience the last 3 years?
It's been a blur. It's been a blur. I was just over on this side, I feel like, and that was like a year ago. A lot of touring, nonstop, just go, 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 go. But it's all been, blessings. I mean, these are the dreams I've been chasing, my entire life.
And well, you have a track out now called Maximum. Is that kind of what you've been doing a little bit?
Nah, that maximum's a little exaggerated. That's just, you know what I'm saying, just going wild.
But there is an element of that where it's living life to the fullest. And I saw you,
Yeah.
you had a track with Snoop Dogg, you met Dr. Dre, and and like you say, kind of chasing those dreams. But what is it like achieving what you've set out to do so many years ago?
I mean, it's crazy because a moment is just a moment. Like this interview will be over in a couple minutes, and I'll be doing whatever I'm doing next, and I'll go on stage tonight, and that'll snap by, and it'll be over. I'll be to the next city, and that moment will go fast. And it's like you can't stop time, so you just have to appreciate it for what it is. You can capture it, you can take that photo, and you can go back and look at it, and you say, "Damn, that was a crazy moment." But at the end of the day, it passes, and it's just about just being in the now and enjoying that, and occasionally reminding yourself how far you've come, or how long you've chased this, or how hard you've worked for it. But at the end of the day, you can just appreciate where you're at. That's all you can do.
Especially now that you're working on a new record. Is that more of a moment where you step back and reflect a little bit more?
I mean, the record naturally, forces you to do that. Because when you're writing the songs, when you're in the studio, you're kind of reflecting on, the journey and what got you here. That's part of the music, is the storytelling. But I'm just really excited about this new album in general, as a whole. We worked really hard on it. Did over 80 songs, so.
Well, I read that you wrote about 80 songs in 6 months. So, and especially, what made this period so fruitful? Do you know?
Just caught a vibe. I bought a house and put a studio in it, and and we just went to work almost every night. So, yeah.
And what did you notice about the songs you were writing?
That they were coming easily. That they were real and true and honest. And I mean, some of creative writing is muscle memory. It's just so it's like if you're in the gym every day. You know what I mean? It's like you're in good shape. I was in the studio every night, so I was in good mental shape. And just like, those channels of creativity were just wide open, and I was just feeling good, so it was coming easily.
And you mentioned the honesty, and when it's dark, it was obviously a very personal record.
Yeah.
So is the new album going to continue that search?
Yeah. I mean, that's just who I am. That's always been a theme of my music. My music's always going to be personal. It's always going to be a reflection of me and where I'm at this point in time. I kind of look at an album as a chapter in an autobiography. It's like, this album was where I was at this time,
And like we said in the beginning, your life has changed a lot in the last couple of years. So does that, in a way, make it easier or more difficult to come up with tracks?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Yeah, I mean, because your job is to relate to, to humans, you know what I mean? But you also are giving them, something that's real and relatable, but also an escape. Music is an escape. It's like they live vicariously through the stories you tell. Music takes them away. So it's both. It's like, on one hand, it's got to be honest and relatable. On the other hand, you got to paint a picture of something over the top that they can kind of just like put on and be taken away.
Right. And have you heard from fans? I imagine you have, but reactions kind of, because your music is something they can latch on?
Yeah, of course.
What is one that sticks out for you?
I just think sometimes it's a voice for people who can't say it, or don't make music, or don't have the platform, or whatever it is that holds them back from being able to say it. Especially rap, it could be a voice for the people without one.
The new album is called The beautiful and the damned.
Yeah, the beautiful and
And
damned.
then you mentioned this duality in yourself. And
Yeah.
then, so, what is it about this duality? Do you encounter that on the road? How
Yeah,
does
I
it
mean,
manifest?
yeah, I'm a Gemini, so it's even heightened. But it's encountered all the time. It's like, I'm in a different country every day almost. So at least right now, some people don't get to travel ever. Or I'm keeping in touch with friends back home or whatever, and their life is so completely different from mine, and I don't know how to relate. You know what I mean? So that's this like this extreme yin and yang of like that like night and day difference in my lifestyle versus my friends I relate to. That's like becomes strange.
But that's interesting that you mentioned kind of being able to relate to the people back home, because on one of your new tracks as well, Eyes Closed, you write, the life I chose, only play my roles, only drive my roads, I'm always grounded, 5 toes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what keeps you grounded?
I mean, it's ironic you say that, because what keeps me grounded are the people back home, are my friends from day one. Because otherwise, when you lose touch of like here, you just float up there. You know what I mean? And that's what you try to resist or try to fight. Is like, it's always a balance. Is being able to relate to this, the home, and also, live this life this way up here, and just maintain yourself in the middle.
Finally then, I'm not sure if the album is already completed, but what do you hope that the people will take away from it once it's released?
And I hope they enjoy the music, you know what I mean, and it makes them feel something, gives them some kind of like experience. But at the end of the day, turn up to like that side of it, and then this side, I hope you can identify and relate to the stories I'm telling.
Gerald, thank you very much for your time.